So here we are, one of the last of probably the dry days over Christmas. I think we were on the 8th of December. So we've got a day of no rain today. So I thought I would come out and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I'll come and try out my little local favourite lane. And we'll discuss the future and next year of Motourev. I've got something we're doing again this Christmas. We've done it for the last 2 Christmases. We've been going away just after Christmas. We get a lodge, a nice little lodge with a hot tub, a little log burner, and we spend from Christmas to New Year there. And it's brilliant. It's a nice bit of a downtime. So this year we're off to Hucknall. I think it's Hucknall, Nottingham. So we've done Wales 1 year. What did we do last year? Cheddar Gorge. We went to Cheddar Gorge last year. So because you get Christmas done with the kids, you know, they're more excited, and then you've got that week after Christmas and it gets a bit boring. So we've been doing that the last couple of years, and it's nice. It's something to look forward to, obviously, through all the winter months when all the holidays are done. I've got a bit of sludge here. I reckon some of these little pebbles are going to be quite slippy in the wet. I can feel the back skidding all over the place. Well, that's how we like it. I should be standing up really for this. I mean, look at that for a view. And this is really the end of the trail up here. I think this goes into like a private estate. It's flying past this gate. So here, I'm not supposed to be driving on this road. I know it's private property, but the bottom of this lane, it does say it's private lane. So I'm only turning around on it. I'm not going to ride up and down it. I was meant to get out to, the plan was to go up to Titterstone, Clay Hill today, because I've got the day off, but then I found out this morning Trent's got a craft club at his school, so I need to go and attend that and do a lesson with him. So I hadn't really got much time, so I thought we'll come up Trent. We've got Trent is off-roading clothes, and I picked him up Saturday, his boots, so we can get ready to start getting into that after Christmas. We just need to get him his helmet. My dad's going to get him his helmet for Christmas and his gloves. Then I just need to get him some body armour, and he's ready to rumble then. I've got a picture of him. I'll put the picture up for him. The good thing with him is, you see, he has to wear his glasses. So, but I found his adult size goggles fit over his glasses. So that's what we're going to do. I'll just get him some adult size goggles. They fit in the helmet, so he should be alright. Alright. Yeah, so Merry Christmas everybody. And we're going to talk about 2026 and the future with Motourev. So it's been a bit of a strange year. We've lost we lost Vic. Vic left the group and he moved to Swansea. We knew that was going to be his end plan anyhow, so yeah, we lost Vic. He went to Swansea. Davros, obviously his wife had that bad motorcycle accident, and Davros he's decided to give up motorcycling, so he's left the group. Roy, he had a second stroke a couple of months ago. He's still not quite right. His balance is not very good. He wasn't very good on his feet anyhow, but I think it's knocked him a bit more. So Roy's decided to give up motorcycling and leave the group. So it's becoming very different from what we started. I mean, originally it started just me and Goose, but like we grew this little family, and we all discovered and learnt touring together, so we all grow doing this together. And now it seems things are changing, things are different, the dynamics are different now. We've had a few other things go on in this year. Goose has not been very well, so he's still having some investigation done at the minute. I don't see a lot of Goose anymore. Obviously Goose moved a bit further away a couple of years ago, and I work with him, but we'll do the tour, and if we did the Wells weekend, but apart from that, me and Goose, we don't see a lot of each other anymore. We did go out the other weekend to the bike cafe, but as I said, that's once or twice a year thing now. So yeah, so we've got a little bit of a distance there, more ways than one. We had a little bit of a cancer scare with the wife. So it's been a bit different this year. Obviously we did the Normandy tour in May. I think we had 24 people on that. We did the summer tour. When we went to the Pyrenees, we had 15 of us on that. As I said, quite a few were non-Motourev members, so we'd brought some new people on there, and that was different. I enjoyed it. It was a good tour, but it was different. It was different to being on tour with Motourev, and I think that's purely because we've grown and learned touring together. We all moulded the same, and it was just the dynamics was different, but it was good. We enjoyed it. Everybody else seemed to enjoy it. We didn't have the most brilliant weather, but it was still a tour. It was good. And then coming back, obviously my computer's, it's on its arse, it's dying. It's taking so long now. So for me to do, I think there was me, Goose, Noodle and Ray. So 4 of us had a 360 camera running. And at the moment now, for me to render the footage and pick my angle on my computer at the minute, it's taken between a day and a half and 2 days for it to render. That's one camera from one day. So just to do the 4 360 cameras, it's taken me it's like a week to do it, and then I've got to edit obviously all the other cameras, my GoPro, and sync it all up. So it's averaging. It's been taking me about 2 weeks. Some of them just longer, just to get an episode done. And I was kind of losing enthusiasm with it. It was becoming, it was becoming a bit of a drain. I'd come home from work, I'd be thinking, I've been sitting there like till 1 o'clock in the morning every day, editing and downloading to that there for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm thinking I'm getting up at 6 to go to work, and it was just becoming a struggle doing that. I mean, I've still got quite a few episodes to go, but I'm just gonna get through them, chug through them as I get through it. Obviously I bought this year, my little 250, and I'm loving my off-roading, so that's something I want to pursue. And as you've seen, Trent's started a little bit of off-roading, so we're going to see how he goes with that, if he likes it. I'm finding I've not got enough time to do it all, to do everything. I think the demand now is becoming Motourev is nowhere near as big as some of these channels, and these other channels what do they organise tours and do weekenders, but it's become so demanding of my time now, and I'm getting to the point now I'm starting to lose the love from it. Like when we came back for the Pyrenees tour, I was thinking, right, okay, it's August, I got September, October, I need to start getting next year's tours booked, and I kind of found I'd lost that excitement. It was like it was a job. I was thinking, right, you need to get it booked, where normally, I'm buzzing, I'm not excited to get back on tour. And this year it was different. It was just different this year. And I think just with everything going on and all these different things, I think I've just felt the strain of it this year, and Motourev's become not what we intended. It was meant to just be us like just messing about. It's growing. We've met some fantastic people. We've had some great times, but I think it's just becoming a bit too much now, doing it all. I want to carry on doing this. You've probably seen I've been doing some green laning with Gav, but even that, like Gav, he lives in Lincoln, so we're not close to each other. So, we're probably going out once a month, and then we've got to organise it. I then need to take the bike on the trailer. I've got to use the wife's car because she's the one who's got the tow bar on it. She's going, man, no, I want to go out in the car, and everything just seems to be a bit of an obstacle at the minute. It seems to just be getting harder to do what I enjoy doing. So that's what I'm going to try and look at a van. I don't know when, but I want to get myself a little van, a little Renault Traffic or Vivaro, and I want to turn that into like a little mini camper van for me and Trent, just with beds in it. We don't need cookers and all that, just somewhere for us to sleep, because we like our camping, but also I can throw the bike in the back. And plus, if Trent does go further with it as well, we can throw his bike in the back. So I think a van is the way forward for me. At least then the wife can have it, she can keep her car. I haven't got to worry about if I'm planning to go away on the bike on a Saturday or a Sunday and she's planned to go away. So I'll kind of get rid of that logistics. So at the moment, we've had a good chat with the Motourev team, the few of us what's left. And what we're doing is we're going to be backing off a bit. There's going to be nothing for 2026, unfortunately. So there's going to be no tours, no weekenders. I'm just going to take a bit of a back step, try and get back a bit of the passion what I had for it, which I seem to be losing. The other guys feel the same. They said it would be nice to go back to I suppose really we're going to do like full circle. We're just going to go back to the beginning where it was just slot and to see what, there's a fewer of us now, but to see where we go with it. And as these things grow, things change, and change is good. If that's what you want, is things to grow, and we'd never had any idea Motourev was going to be like this. And as I've said, Motourev's nothing compared to some of the channels out there. We're nothing. But for me, with a full-time job, and I don't want to not enjoy it. And I'm starting to get to that stage, so I think now is the time I need to stop. So we're not going to say we're not going to ever do it again, but I think for 2026 there's going to be nothing. It might be, it might be me and Goose and a couple of the others. We might pop over to France in the summer, or we might do a little camping weekend, but we're not going to be organising anything like that. It's just going to be an easy year. To see where we go with it. So I apologise to anybody if you was expecting some weekenders and tours next year, but I don't want to kill it, and I think the way it was going, I'm going to end up resenting what it's doing and throwing it all in, and I don't want to do that. I just want to get back to basics, get my feet back on the ground, and because it's so easy how all this can sweep you up. We've never been one for chasing subscribers and all that, so we've not been pushing for growth. We've just kind of let things organic. It's just grown, and and he said we've met some fantastic people and we've had some brilliant weekends. And hopefully one day I want to look at, we'll do that again. But at the moment, I don't want to do it. As I said, I want to. I've got no intention of getting rid of my 1200, my road bike. I want to keep that. I'm loving my 250. As I said, I want to. If Trent gets into it, I need to spend time with Trent. When we do things together, and I'm still going to make videos as and when. I'm not going to push myself, but if I get a review come through a product, or if I'm out, I'm going to do it. But it's probably going to be more solo me now, probably doing the videos. If I go out with some of the others, then obviously, we'll have their cameras not there. But yeah, I'm just going to take a few steps backwards and just back off a bit, and get the passion back. It's just been a strange year. I don't know why, but this year's just not been right. Something's just not been right, and it's been niggling at me. And I think I've just got to the point now where I'm thinking, right, something needs to change. At first, I think it was when we did Normandy and when we did the summer tour, when I come back then, and I remember thinking, booking the new tours and thinking, when normally straight away I'm on the message, I'm messaging everybody, who's coming, what we're doing this, we're going to do that, and I hadn't got that in me. It just seemed to have been drained from me. So we'll see how 2026 goes, and we'll see what we do in the future. But I'm still going to keep the channel going. As you said, I've still got the Pyrenees tour to finish anyhow, so those are still coming out. I'm going to try and take my CRF away with me when we go to that little lodge just after Christmas, because there's a few little lanes around there. It won't be days out, it'll just be I'll get up at like 6 in the morning and go out for an hour while everybody's still in bed. So I won't be planning any rides there or anything like that. It'll just be me having a quick half hour, an hour out early in the morning, and we'll see where we go. So I still enjoy the editing part. That's the bit what got me where we are now, because I liked editing, and it just kind of grown from there. But this year just felt like it was just a bit out of my control. I just felt I was losing control of it. So that's where we are anyhow. So Merry Christmas everybody. Hope you have a fantastic New Year. Hopefully I'll see you in the New Year. Obviously if we do any, we're going to go out for breakfast or meet up at a bike cafe, we'll still share that in the group if anybody wants to meet up. I'm not kind of saying that, I'm shutting everybody off from the world and I don't want to see anybody. That's not the case. At the moment I just don't want to be organising stuff, and just want to go with the flow a bit. If I get away with the boys in the summer, we do. If we don't, we don't. I want to take that pressure off and just get back to loving it. I want to get back to loving riding bikes instead of it kind of becoming a job where you're feeling you've got to do it, and that's the point I was getting to. I was feeling like I've got to do it, and so I thought, well, that's it, it's time to set your foot off the pedal and back off before you completely destroy it and destroy my own passion for it. So I apologise to anybody if it's not what you was expecting to hear, but I think it's what we need to do if we want to keep this going maybe in the future. Maybe we do things different, I don't know. Oh, wee, the back went then. Well, that's what I love with this bike. I mean, you get that on the road, you're losing the back end like that, and you've shit the bed. You're proper panicking, but I love it. Right, so I'm going to get back, get ready to go to Trent School, and I think we've got to build a pyramid with an electric circuit, from what I believe. I don't know. So, Merry Christmas everybody, have a good New Year, and I'll see you around.